between games. That's just something that's pretty rare for programs.
Yep, it is sometimes, but football is, I mean, that's kind of what football is about, really. And we play 12 games, and you have a long time off. So, but right now, I think Coach Helton's done a great job of really integrating and making sure we weren't off too long. And you guys might have been off, but we've been working, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the mindset. But we've been going at it for a couple weeks. Obviously had some days off here and there, but I think our guys will, and like I said, the way we practice and how our practice is set up, I think it helps us with the speed of the game.
What about today's practice? Just now that you're down here, probably just a walkthrough style, pretty light. Just what was the goal for today and such?
Really, to go today is just got to get back in the groove, make sure really get back in the groove up here in a different setting, make sure that the retention is there, make sure that the focus is there, and make sure that the mindset is there. I mean, I think that's the most important thing, and our guys got to understand that once we play Monday, once we kick off, it's back to normal, and we got to be on point.
How do you think that elements, the weather and stuff will play as far as does it change anything in the game plan? Practice anything different? Is any kind of scheme different, knowing that it may rain or may not rain?
Yeah, I'm the worst with checking the weather, to be honest with you, because I always feel like those little 4 hours it could be anything. But if it does rain, I mean, I think the more important thing is going to be just the conditioning with the different kind of Texas humidity. If anything, the heat may be worse than the rain, and the breathing part and the conditioning part. But I think we'll be fine. It's not going to change anything. It shouldn't change anything at this point.
A couple of seniors that have had huge impacts, just between Jalen and even Coco. Just can you speak to each of those guys and what they've brought this season, especially, and you've been around and watched those guys develop as players as the years have gone on?
It's great. I've had that question. Jalen George was one of the first ones I had to evaluate when I took the job here. So now to see him going to his last game and what he's done as far as improving wise, conditioning wise, and just his consistency has been the best thing. And with Coco might have been the first player that I saw when I got here in December, because he's a local kid. He came to work out, and we met. And now here it is going into his last game here as a topper. When I first got here, people always said what Coco could not do, and he's proven everyone wrong. I owe him the world, basically, for what he's done for me as a first-time coordinator going to my first 3 years here. If you ever need anything in his life, and he don't call me, I'm going to be upset. But he's definitely done a great job, and I appreciate everything that he's done.
Coach, you still have a game left, but what would you say you've been most proud about this team with the improvement, the 5-win improvement, and still with a chance of tripling your win total? What would you say your unit, as far as the defense, you've been most proud about this season?
It's really been just how they approach every single day. The second half adjustments that we've been doing, I think those guys are taking that stuff to heart, and just how far they've come from learning the defense and the details of the defense. Like, anyone can learn the defense, but once you can learn the details of the defense and the details of what the offense is trying to do to you, I think that's the part I'm most proud of, because those guys, we can have conversations now about what our offense is trying to do, and we can have in-depth conversations about what we're trying to do on defense. I think that's the part, really.
What's the challenge with Western Michigan and a fifth-year quarterback, and then obviously a running back that's done what he's done? It's a team that's putting up a lot of points out there.
Western Michigan is a program that I spent a season as a defensive back coach there. It's a really disciplined program. So I know that those guys are coached very well. I know those guys understand how to win football games. They have a good leader, Coach Lester. I think the challenge is going to be the running back, and then their experience on their football team. They're not going to fold. They're not going to panic. They're not going to get frustrated. They're going to play football. I think our guys, something we should look forward to.